All right, we take a look at our radar here, tracking the impact of storms across central Indiana.
Yeah, you can see where some of the rain is falling now on live Doppler 13 radar, and this is just the start. Thanks for joining us today at 5. I'm Jenny Runovich in for Anne Marie.
And I'm Felicia Lawrence. We're in the Weather Center with Angela. Is there any chance that these storms could turn severe?
Yes, we are under the threat of severe weather on our scale of 1 to 5. Level 2 risk for some, especially northwest of Indianapolis. This is the highlighted area for that severe threat over the next several hours, overnight and into early tomorrow. All modes of severe weather in play right now. No watches, no warnings, but we've been watching radar closely this afternoon and early this evening. We've had some lightning associated with these, and we are picking up a little bit of lightning here from just southeast of Lafayette to just northeast of Crawfordsville. This has pushed east of 231, now in the northeastern sections of Montgomery County. This will move toward Frankfort and Lebanon, again with some pockets of heavy rain and maybe a little bit of lightning. It's much lighter in the eastern part of the state, but a little bit of rain may interrupt some afternoon evening plans in Wayne counties. We've got a shower overhead. Future Track 13 shows, yes, we're expecting more showers and thunderstorms to develop overnight and early tomorrow, and we're targeting late tonight, early tomorrow morning for that threat of severe weather. We'll cover that and look ahead at, yes, the beginning of a soggy start to this week in a few minutes.
All right, Angela, thanks so much. And remember, you can now stream our new live local radar 24/7. Watch storms as they roll in anytime around the clock, and you can check the forecast whenever you want as well. Just stream now on WTHR Plus. It is free.
And we're on top of breaking news tonight at 5.
The NRA is returning here to Indianapolis for its 2029 and 2031 conventions. That's expected to bring in more than 70,000 people to town each time. Governor Mike Braun making that announcement just an hour ago.
And Logan Gay joins us live from the State House with more on what he had to say. Logan?
Felicia, Jenny, the governor said during that announcement that this contract took more than a year of hard work to land, and says that this is a major win for the city, and also credited Visit Indy for nailing this contract and getting it here. Now, this isn't the first time that the city has hosted the NRA convention. In fact, up until this announcement, they have hosted the convention here 3 other times, also in 2014, 2019, and 2023. And also, if you remember, in 2023, both President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence attended the convention here. Governor Mike Braun and the NRACO listed the city's track record for hosting major events and our Hoosier hospitality for getting this contract.
The hospitality here has just been fantastic, and we have a lot of members here in the state of Indiana. This is a recreational outdoor mecca. People come to the state of Indiana to exercise Second Amendment rights, and one of the primary ways they do it is through hunting. But we just feel very welcome here. I'll just say it, there's a sense of optimism.
By the time this convention comes around in 2029 and 2031, the governor says that our city will have completed around $3 billion in new tourism developments. Felicia, Jenny, back to you.
All right, thanks so much. Logan Gay reporting live from the State House this evening. And developing tonight, a community plans to address their safety concerns with IMPD after a deadly shooting during a post-prom party. The shooting left a woman dead Sunday morning near 40th and North Park Avenue.
Neighbors are still coming to terms with what happened right near their homes. Our Ella Rhodes talked with them after the gunfire and then again today.
These shots woke up neighbors on North Park Avenue in the middle of the night Sunday. At first, Rachel mistook the sound for fireworks.
We started hearing a lot of screaming, and then we could see people out of the window running down the street and actually hiding in the alley by our house. And so then I called 911, and I was on hold with them, and that's when I realized that I was like, oh, a lot of people are calling 911.
IMPD confirmed that the shooting happened at this yellow house where people threw a post-prom after party. That's also a short-term rental.
I think I was just afraid of getting caught in the crossfire because we could tell that I've never heard guns that close, you know, especially an automatic.
Still in shock, despite police confirming it an isolated incident.
It was hard to sleep last night just from the previous night.
13 News first showed you this video Sunday. a stray billet so strong it crossed through an entire neighbor's home, the front window, couch, wall, to the back door.
There needs to be some sort of more requirements, not even just from the city, but like from Airbnb itself or even Vrbo, whatever, in terms of the process of making sure that the people who are renting these places and spaces out are doing some background checks.
Several neighbors plan to attend a community meeting with IMPD to talk about the shooting.
I care about my neighborhood. I like my neighbors, right? We're all pretty close with one another, so it's definitely important to ensure that stuff like this doesn't happen, right? Not only here, but just across the city.
IMPD declined 13 News' request for an interview. On the north side, Ella Rhodes, 13 News.
The city of Indianapolis does require rental properties to be on a registry. The Department of Business and Neighborhood Services updates that each month. The home on North Park Avenue was not listed on it as of April, but it is possible that it was listed for May.
The city's Deputy Director of Public Safety, Tony Lopez, says it's always devastating to lose someone in the community to gun violence. His office is focused on conflict resolution, education in the community, especially with youth.
If it's just a simple misunderstanding or what the situation is, but gun violence is never the answer. There's more to life than, killing somebody and losing several members of our community.
The community will meet with IMPD Wednesday at 6 p.m. to discuss the shooting.
There's a new plan here in Indy to keep teens away from violence and find success this summer.
It's called the Summer Strategy Plan. Our Matthew Foltz got a chance to hear the pitch to students and explains how it will work.
You are attending one of the most amazing high schools, but we've lost children right out here on this parking lot.
Pastor Donnell Howard delivers the hard truth to teens here at KIPP Indy Legacy High.
The biggest goal for us is to make sure that you survive this summer.
He's not trying to scare them, but to motivate them in creating a summer strategy plan for life.
Make sure they're pursuing their goals and dreams and ambitions and connecting them with organizations that are doing great work.
Howard is the CEO of Evolve International Incorporated and created this summer strategy plan with 6 other Indy organizations.
Those organizations will receive those plans and they can help those boys get to the level that they want to be. We got kids that want to just graduate from high school. How do we help them graduate? What's the strategy?
You gotta have discipline.
Andre Hogue is the president of 100 Black Men of Indy, one of the organizations partnering with Howard. He's also trying to reach these students' ears, mind, and heart.
Y'all heard of the stock market? We teach you how that works so you can understand how to invest money, okay? And how money can really double and flip and you don't have to get a felony to get it.
Well, I feel it'll touch the students that want to change.
Trayvon Mapp is a senior here at KIPP. He's also a mentee under Howard's program and believes with recent violence in the city, this type of opportunity is needed.
I don't want to keep seeing kids that's my age dying that ain't made it to graduation or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see their parents hurt either.
Stop putting these jokers around you that have no vision and no future.
For Howard, he wants a brighter future for these teens.
These kids do have dreams, they have goals, they have ambition, they have desires. And we just got to go in and harness it.
Goals they can reach with the summer plan in place. Reporting on Indy's near northeast side, I'm Matthew Foltz, 13 News.
And the organizations will make stops at several other schools across the metro this month to speak with students. So you can check out the story on our website if your child is interested in joining.
Tonight, we're learning the name of a 22-year-old man killed in a shooting on the Near East Side of Indy. It happened around 10 o'clock Friday night on Brookside Parkway South near North Sherman Drive. 22-year-old Jules Nance died in that shooting. Police have not shared any information so far about a possible suspect.
It's election season, and tomorrow is the primary election day in Indiana. Polls open at 6 a.m.
But for the past month, Hoosiers have already had the chance to cast their ballots during early voting.
In Marion County, that's led to higher voter turnout already. Emily Longnecker is here with what could be behind that.
Yeah, here outside the City County building in downtown Indianapolis, you can see all kinds of signs for the different candidates. So far, nearly 20,000 people have already voted early in Marion County. That's nearly double the amount that voted 4 years ago in the May 2024 primary. So what's driving this high turnout? Well, we talked to some voters today about that.
No, I mean, I have a bit of a due date of my own. Gotta get out and make sure I get it done on time. Yeah.
Days away from having her first baby, Kayla Nussbaum was in line Monday to vote early before Tuesday's primary. For Nussbaum, who's an ER doctor, she looks at issues related to health care for her patients.
Seeing the way that everyday cost affects patients and their ability to get the care that they need, I'm interested in anything that makes things more affordable and accessible.
Nussbaum's not the only voter with affordability on her mind.
Utility bills, and my rent goes up every year. Food, the cost of food is astronomical.
I don't like high prices, of course, but mainly I just think we need to be able to exercise our rights to vote.
For an election administrator, this is exactly what we want to see, an engaged public and people who are telling us what they think.
Marion County Clerk Kate Sweeney Bell says some of the people showing up to vote early don't usually come out for the primary, but most of the early voters she's seeing are people who do.
By tomorrow evening, we'll know what they had to say.
For political science expert and Indy professor Dr. Laura Merrifield Wilson, who says primaries are usually marked by fewer voters, she sees higher voter enthusiasm this time.
There are a lot of issues that matter to people. There are a lot of candidates. There are a lot of different perspectives. And I think that's what we're seeing really drive voter turnout this cycle.
For Kayla Nussbaum, it's about wanting to feel like her vote makes a difference.
When it feels like you can't make a difference nationally, I feel like people feel the push to want to do it locally.
Just some of the voters we talked with today and the issues they're concerned about. Election day is tomorrow. Polls open at 6 a.m. In downtown Indianapolis, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.
And Hamilton County is also seeing a big surge in early voting numbers. Turnout is up 260% there compared to the last midterm primary in 2022.
And a heads up tonight for Clinton County voters.
Yeah, you'll no longer be able to vote at the Edward Jones Community Center at the Clinton County Fairgrounds. Apparently there's an issue with the facility there.
So for Election Day, tomorrow, you'll need to vote at the Clinton County Annex building.
We will have you covered on primary election day right here on Channel 13. We will bring you live coverage during our newscasts and then catch us on streaming starting at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, going all through the evening on WTHR+.